Hi guys. Today is a really exciting day for me as I have finally received a letter from Google Adsense, and I think this video is basically for all the content creators on YouTube out there. If you are looking to monetize your channel, this video is for you, and I'm here to share my tips on how I did it. And before we dive into how much YouTube paid me for this month and how I grew my channel, I want to give a bit of a backstory if you're new here on how I got into YouTube and what was my goal for it and what kind of content I have been creating that helped me monetize in June this year. So, to talk about my channel's growth, we need to talk a bit about me as a person. So, I work in a marketing company and I am very interested in all things analytics. I love seeing all the trends on social media. I love to see how content creation has become the next big thing and how anybody with a camera and something good to talk about or entertainment or anything of that sort can use their voice and reach people out there digitally. And I wanted to kind of use that for my own self, so I set a personal goal for myself that I want to earn passively, and I thought YouTube is a great way. And the first way that I really wanted to start all of this was to identify a gap in the market. Like, what do people want to find out more about? How do people come to YouTube, and what are the things that they're searching, and what is it that I have that I can bring to my YouTube channel which will ensure that people watch my videos. So I kind of realized that a lot of people want to move abroad, a lot of people want to probably move to Ireland, and I made my first ever long format video talking about my journey coming from India to study for my master's in Ireland. And I explained how my life has changed after that, what are the things that I experienced and realized. And that was my first ever video that I posted, which was long format. I posted like one or two reels before that were like super vague and related to traveling and not exactly what I'm doing now. So yeah, that is how I started my channel. And I think the first video that I posted was on Jan 22, 2024. This was called Life After Masters in Ireland. And I remember I started with a different thumbnail. Initially, I didn't get many views on it, and I kind of, had to promote it organically. So I went on my own Instagram. I went on even my own personal LinkedIn to talk about this new initiative that I have taken and why I am talking about Ireland. And I think that initially boosted the video and really, helped my channel gain momentum. And this is the video that has reached 64,100 views from the day I posted it, which is like 22nd Jan. And as you can see, the video started like with around 153 views, and then suddenly it picked up. And on various days, I started getting more and more views, reach, engagement. And I think this is the video that has helped me monetize the most so far, which I will also show here. So, yeah, like it grew slowly, and I don't know why this video clicked so much. And people really liked how I told it. I think I recorded it the day I didn't even like properly brush my hair, and it was just not planned, not scripted. It was just me talking. I didn't even know where to put the camera, how to look into it, how to talk into it. And I think it really resonated with people because of the substance it had, the content it had. People really liked the idea of my own journey, the storytelling kind of a thing, like how I moved here without any experience, how I grew here, what are the things that people should consider. So this video actually helped me hit the monetization criteria mostly. So I had to hit 4,000 hours and get 2,000 subscribers. And I will put some, analytics here for you to see how it basically contributed to my watch hours in general. It has so many likes, like more than 1,000 likes. It has also earned me the most amount of money so far. And I think this is my video that is basically the cash cow for me. And I'm hoping within the next 2-3 months, I cross the 100K benchmark on this one. Then I think I proceeded to talk about a few other videos. One was working in marketing in Ireland. That did not perform so well. It only has about 1,300 views. Then I talked about how the cost of living is in Ireland. That reached only 9,303 people. The next video that actually did really well was also like salaries in Ireland. So that was also 7,000. I think it was a really interesting format because I floated like a questionnaire and got people to anonymously fill it on about their salaries in Ireland and how much experience they had. So it had like 10, 11 questions, and that video kind of talked about salaries. And I think these videos that had like 9,000 views, 7,000 views also helped me like overall cumulatively, help reach my hours. And then I talked about accommodation. And then my second most successful video was honest advice working in Ireland. I think this video again resonated really well because I think I was more talking about my own personal experience and around me how students and working professionals were struggling to find a job. So then, furthermore, I spent some time talking about visas, work permits, my learnings from interviews, how to find part time jobs. Then I talked about how I monetized from zero to like reaching 2,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. And these videos didn't perform that well. I think 837, 161 views, and like CV and tips and all of that. So I think so far, I'm not very disappointed or like hyper fixated on the views on each of the videos. The intention is to learn. I think analytics and algorithms really basically teach us on how we can essentially learn from what works or doesn't work for our individual channel. So my learning is basically that from that my storytelling format works really well on YouTube. People basically want to hear my personal experience of maybe moving to Ireland, my personal experience of working in Ireland, and those have been my most successful videos. I've also realized like my thumbnails really matter, so I'm not the most like artistically inclined person. I use Canva to make my thumbnails. I make a thumbnail, I delete it, I put a new one a couple of weeks later if I still think it's not working. And I actually did that for my first video, Life After Masters in Ireland. I had a really hideous thumbnail and then I kind of changed it and then used a new one. And I think it helped. And now YouTube Studio, which is the separate app where we can track analytics of all our videos. And if you are not familiar with it, it basically looks like this, where we can basically see our analytics, we can look at our subscribers, we can look answer comments, like reply to comments and all of that. So yeah, the YouTube Studio app has really helped me understand my audience. I'm still figuring out how regularly I should post, how to put thumbnails, but I think I have done fairly well so far. I have also made a lot of shorts of the content that I'm posting. So I'm not making exclusive shorts. I just like take some parts of my existing videos to like create shorts. Obviously, they don't fill the full screen as a reel should. They are like square and they kind of trim it and it doesn't look aesthetically that great. But this is something that I want to do. I think shorts give great reach. And then now I can like finally talk about how much money I have made so far on YouTube. So in the last 1 month, so let's say, so I monetized on May 15, 2024, and today it is Saturday, 22nd June. So it's been about a month. And I have so far made 23 euros 81 cents on YouTube. And that is not much if you are in Europe. 23 euros is not a massive amount. But if I convert it to INR, I have made 2,055 rupees in 1 month, which I think is a good start, like considering I am slowly getting into it. And I have about 2,700 subscribers lifetime, which are from like the first time I posted any video, which is like around January, beginning of January. And if we look at how much money I have made like this year based on like spikes and like has it changed a lot. So the most money I actually may have made is about €1, which is on 21st May, which is like 96 cents. That's how much money I made. And then on a low day, I have only made 34 cents. Some days I have made 80 cents. So I think I have not crossed the benchmark of €1 yet, but I'm hoping to get there soon. And I mean, I think most of my audience is in India. So a lot of the times, like, they are basically in India, and what advertisers are paying to show ads in India, they're basically paying in INR, and then whatever views I'm getting, they are getting converted to euros. Like the cost is getting converted to euros. So for me, it's like, not as effective. But say in countries where advertisers are paying higher due to the factor that their currency is like higher. So for example, if an advertiser is paying €2 here per view, per 1,000 views, which is a CPM, I might get paid more. So I think I'm okay with the fact that I'm not making as much money right now since it's just the first month. But I think I'm really proud that I have made 24 euros 29 cents, which is almost 25 euros in the first month. And my subscribers have also grown significantly. So yeah, it's a great learning experience. You realize that you have content that people want to hear about. There are things that you are experiencing that may be relevant to someone sitting somewhere else in another part of the world, and you can just put a camera, use your phone, talk to it, create content, and post it out there. My number one advice would be like identifying your niche. If your goal is to monetize, like find a niche where there is space for you, where it's not as competitive, where there are not like 100 other creators creating that content. So say if you're creating content just based on travel, that is too huge. But if you are making content based on sustainable travel or budget traveling, that's a niche, and then you can kind of like go into that and make content, female solo traveling, etc., etc. So I think my learning has been this, that I factored in what I know, what I have experienced, and how I can, understand analytics, look at things, and create content together, and find the time to create one video once a week and then post it and see how it performs to be able to monetize. I'm still learning, and I'm sure there's a lot more to learn. I want to get better at editing, making better thumbnails, having a good content strategy, diversifying to other channels. Right now, I only talk on YouTube. I don't use Instagram. I don't use Shorts. I don't do TikTok and all of that. But I am really enjoying the journey. I think it is something that all content creators want, that they are able to monetize their whatever that they produce and be appreciated for it, so that it can finally become a passive income and in the future replace your main source of income by becoming the primary source of income for you. So thank you guys. I really wish all the best to all the content creators who want to create great videos online. It's a fantastic journey. You will definitely learn a lot on the way. Keep talking to people, keep learning, watch 100 other channels and videos of how people do it, and I'm sure you will get there. So, all the best. And if you liked this format, do like, share, and subscribe. And I will talk to you again soon.